5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Mariska has arrived.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
Life Stealer.
Dire team back. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Naga Siren. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Disruptor.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Night Stalker.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
A world devourer.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team back. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Tide Hunter.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may now select your heroes.
Popular pick against the Lifestealer. It's obviously all about the tempo of the game. Lifestealer kind of just runs him down early on, but if Luna can come online and get that farm going, I don't think it's too bad, and it gives them a way of taking objectives as well.
Yes,
that's the big thing.
Yeah. So what happens with the IO and whoever it is TP on the Luna, right?
Yeah.
Eclipse.
Exactly. Definitely. I'm not sold on the Luna pick though, especially against this Lifestealer. I think if UR goes for like an armlet build, I think they're really going to struggle to fight them in the early stages of the game. They do have the Ensnare though to kite him around, I guess.
I mean, I think once again I'm going for complexity on the draft though. You know, okay. I like what VGJ.Storm are putting down. I like what they're going for, but actually I think complexity have a lot of responses to this to the IO, and I don't know. I am in two minds about it. It's a very even draft, and if VGJ.Storm play as well as they played last game, yeah, I think it's going to be a 2-0.
I'm going to go for VGJ.Storm this game. I think. I like what they're going for. Oh, somebody managed to pause.
A bit weird, I guess.
That's interesting.
This is very interesting. Finishing loading. Yeah. I've had this before. Don't worry. We'll get into the game in a minute. There we go. We have it out. Can we pause after this screen? Yeah. Just a quick pause out. Some people sorting some things out. But let's talk lanes. How's this going to go down in the laning phase?
Okay.
Crank.
I was just reading the chat.
Yeah,
that was interesting. In the laning stage, so I think we're going to have to see what the laning setup's going to be first. I imagine it's probably going to be like a Luna Dark Willow lane, and then a Night Stalker Naga lane. Obviously, Night Stalker and Naga are both very tanky heroes. They've both Naga with the 7 armor, Night Stalker with the 5 armor.
They're just going to come and punch you in the face, aren't they?
Very difficult to bully. And if you put those heroes up against the Tide, I think that's going to be a good matchup. But we'll see. You don't really want to put the Luna against the Lifestealer, that's the problem.
No. Well, coming forwards now and just kind of chasing the OD back. And getting down this ward as well with the smoke. That's a nice ward to get down. Yeah,
I think they're probably going to want to block the small camp as well. We'll have to see. UR is heading over there.
Uh-oh. Might be heading into the Jaws of the Beast here, as he's right under these heroes, but they really don't have... Oh, they do actually throw down the lockdown. Oh, wow. Both of them broken by Rage.
Yeah, they accidentally overlapped their stuns there a little bit. I think if you'd have just saved the ensnare for after the Rage, they might have been able to do a bit more damage. I don't think they would have been able to kill him.
Yeah. That was the super valuable Rage, but of course now you've got Rage in the laning phase, which isn't the Feast, therefore it's not quite as valuable, but it's fine. Like, Lycia is an excellent laner anyway. Looks like he's actually heading bottom?
Yeah, I think both teams are trying to just see who's laning where, but nobody's showing at the moment, so they're kind of just going to have to take a guess here. Rezo's going mid on the OD, I think, yeah, Tide's going top. So it's going to be the Night Stalker and Naga lane against the Tide.
Yep, and Luna and Limp both blocking up this middle lane.
Yeah, Z-Freak.
So this is, I think this is Chessie. Oh no, Chessie will make his way top.
Yeah, they've seen the lanes, so they're just going to swap them around again now.
As the Russian caster reconnects to the game.
But yeah, Chessie with the Dark Willow, so that's the dual lane that we talked about, and then yeah, the Naga's heading top at the moment because he's pulled the creep wave, but I wonder if he's going to go bot, try and help harass this Lifestealer down with the 2 tanky heroes. We'll have to see. This block's really good for Limp though, in the mid lane. At the moment he's going to be able to CS this first wave relatively freely. Just missed that one under the tower, but he's going to be able to pressure Rezo really well here though.
Yeah.
Under his own tower.
Rezo back to the middle lane after a brief stint in the safe lane after last game, just having to switch it up due to certain roles. And you are going to be on the Lifestealer this time, down at bottom. So yeah, we're kind of expecting a lot of physical damage to be coming out from Mu and Z-Freak this game, especially when this Naga hits level 2 and gets the anti-armor with Riptide. That's going to be super annoying for them to deal with. Yeah,
I mean, Lifestealer's a relatively low armor hero to begin with anyway, just sitting on the 1 base armor at the start. I think he kind of needs that Feast early on. You talked about the Rage before, but you see how much damage that Void just did with the 1 click from the Night Stalker, so...
Yeah, it's a lot.
Just have to see. Top lane, Sax is kind of wandering around, but there's not really much kill potential without the Gush on the Tide. I did take that Curse Crown at level 1, so...
Yeah, for the Lifestealer earlier, and being a little bit annoying now, but now being tethered and...
Yeah, the Gush
as well, that's a whole lot of slow, and Saxka might be in trouble now. The stun comes out from Chessie to protect his support, but man... Yeah, Saxka really walking the line between life and death there.
Rezo doing a really good job. We talked about the OD being a really good matchup against the Tiny. It's only going to get better with levels, so...
Yeah.
Tiny has the good base damage, but Rezo, when he steals this int away, he's going to be getting a decent amount of damage as well. He's not going to be afraid to start slapping that Tiny around.
No, definitely not. And, well, will they be able to keep up with it? That's the question.
Yeah, he has been relatively unlucky there. Not got a proc on his aura, even though it's level 2.
No, getting out of mana. Oh, actually, not quite out of mana. He's got 2 more chances for it to proc.
Yeah.
It'll be tense.
Yeah, so with Rezo, we're keeping up really well in this early laning stage.
Oh, it procced. Beautiful. Sorry, I was getting too excited about that. Oh. I was into it, dude.
SVG tried to pull the neutral camp in the bot lane, but Z-Freak stopped it with an ensnare.
Nice.
I hear a Gush.
You do. They're just gushing up the Willow in the top lane because they realise how much damage they can do to her.
Yeah, this Titan is really bullying the Luna though.
Yeah, this is a crazy lane. MSS and Snaking just playing together really nice. And I find it funny that, you know, in the interview yesterday, Resolution said they just wanted to show they can play the hero, and they're doing the exact same thing again. And, you know, I feel like this is actually a hero which they're going to be picking more and more of in the future because it does seem to be working very well for them. They seem very comfortable with it.
You don't need to be able to play every hero in Dota. That's the thing. You just need to play enough that they can't all be banned out, so you have a chance of different openers.
Tiny, he's dropping really low, but look at the heals coming out from MSS with a double fairy fire, but it's not enough. Yes, it is enough to keep him alive, with the salve coming through on MSS as well. What a wisp play. What an incredible wisp play.
Now in trouble.
Turning around onto Sasuke here. No way. First blood. And what a play. MSS and Snaking. They must be twins or something because that was a beautiful play. It felt like Snaking was baiting them in. He was so low and still staying within range. They just know exactly what this hero is capable of.
Yeah, definitely. And we talked about them being telepathic on the team yesterday with the Darkseid Sankin combos. And apparently they're still telepathic this game as well, even though they're playing different heroes.
And are they even going to take the stun together? No. Well, but they're not true brothers.
Yeah, exactly.
True brothers stay in stuns together, don't we?
Yeah.
We do that.
We did it in a pub game earlier. Everybody group up for the stun. 5-man. You know, help that Dark Willow get towards that, you know, those better gem levels.
Exactly.
And Tiny, Tiny's really struggling in this mid lane now. The OD's about to... Oh, he's just hit level 5, sorry. 12 stolen in. Oh, he's gonna be having a hard time. He's actually going for a triple null talisman on the OD.
Oh god, is this Limp having a bad time enough? And he comes into the lane after having selfed up, and now he's going to need to get another self. This just isn't laneable anymore.
Yeah. Tiny's not having a great time CSing up here. Obviously, he doesn't have a great base damage against the Luna. He does have the Quelling Blade to help him, but Saxa and Cheshy seem to be doing a really good job of just keeping this CS down for the Tide.
Oh, Tide, yeah. Sorry, I think you said Tiny.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Sack me already. Get me out. Oh, Tiny actually puts a second point in tree grab as well. That's really interesting. Oh, Moo rotates to the mid lane.
Coming in onto Resolution here. Limp has to be careful. He actually throws Resolution away from him because he knows how much damage can come out there. But there's a glimpse back into Resolution. And Limp just can't get a break here. Does get the miss, but the Spirits finish the job. Resolution getting stunned up. Healing him up once again. He's got nothing left though. Moo does finally manage to fight through it all and get the kill onto Resolution.
Very close. That means that because Moo rotates to the mid lane, though, you are going to be really taking over this bot lane and laying into Z-Freak, who's down to about a third health or so.
Yeah. So my off-site analyst actually does tell me that the lifestealer, as long as the tether is on before rage, then it does stay on for the duration of rage.
Yeah, you can't target him though if he is raged. So.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Though. Okay. So that's a good combination.
Thank you, John Egbert, for that little bit of advice there. Throwing out all the name drops today, aren't we? Our stats people.
We just love everybody.
Yeah. If you want to join the Nomad casting team, we're about 20 strong right now.
Tiny just throw a tree at the catapult to try and CS, but Rezo gets the deny. Very unfortunate. Yeah, you are really CSing well in this bot lane though. We talked about the Naga Nightstalk lane being quite strong, but oh, here we go though. He might be in trouble.
The anti-armor really coming into play here. Also with the silence, he can't go with that rage. Now he will be able to get himself away, but now the ensnare comes out. Maybe he should have waited for that one. This is a mistake as he does get brought down.
Yeah, he was so close to getting level 6. He would have been able to invest in a creep and be fine. Very unfortunate.
Mid lane though. They're going onto Limp, but the nice avalanche going to keep them at bay. And the Resolution, there's nothing keeping this guy at bay.
Yeah, he has the sanities leveled up at level 6, which you don't see all the time.
Chasing him under the tower to get that that arcane orb hit off. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a really nice game for an early Sanities Eclipse though, with all of these low-end heroes such as the Tiny doesn't have fantastic in, and also the Night Stalker as well.
Yeah, it's a very... We usually see like 1 point... Oh, mid lane though.
Yep.
MSS getting dived by the by Moo. He's not really been able to achieve that too much on this Night Stalker though. He got that kill mid and he got that kill bot. There's not really been anybody to kind of take over of the farm that he was supposed to be getting. And the first night time, 2 kills nice. 2 kills are nice, but it feels like it's not enough at the moment. We'll have to see. Titan's just about to hit level 6 here. He's going for this really flashy new item that we see offlaners never build. I mean, Helm of the Dominator.
Helm of the Dominator. Whoa, how exciting.
Yeah.
Well, he is actually going to get stunned up. Where is MSS right now? He is nowhere to...
Oh!
What was when did that
Kraken
Kraken shell come through there? That was crazy. I think he still does go down anyway. It's going to do a lot of damage before he drops.
Yeah. Okay, the third kill just before it turns daytime is really valuable though.
Yeah. So Moo making stuff happen. Definitely making this Night Stalker work for now. Yeah. And the Night Stalker pick does pay off for them.
I think he's not really stopped. They killed the OD, but he's still farming really well. He hasn't. Again, they killed the Lifestealer. He's still farming pretty well. So does it matter too much? I think VGJ.Storm are going to be happy that they're still in a decent position after the first night time.
Yeah, I mean, how is this Luna doing? That is my question. And Chelsea, we haven't looked too much at the bottom lane, but it's not going well. Actually, it's a rage coming out onto the Luna. She's going to pop the ultimate, trying to turn it around, trying to bring down MSS. No, he's bringing it down, but Wisp just stays out of range. Now the glimpse back as well, allowing Yawar to get off the damage and does take him down. Saska able to come in from the backline and does take out the Wisp, but will be able to escape on the Dark Willow. So only a 1-for-1 trade, but a very, very valuable 1-for-1 trade at that. As Complexity lose their carry and VGJ.Storm, they only lose their Wisp. Yeah, that's the Lifestealer Luna matchup that we talked about. It's really difficult for the Luna to try and fight him early on. Does have the 2 points in Luna Blessing, no points in the Glaives yet, but Luna's not really like a single target damage hero. It's all about that spread, whereas Lifestealer, he is all in on that one thing, on that one hero. Yeah. It's going for the Radiance on the Lifestealer as well. That's interesting. Well, there's a big camp stack here actually being taken. They're trying to take it, aren't they? But I love the way the support's the ones trying to take this. And the thing is slowly getting there with these spirits. This Wisp is going to do so much damage with the spirits here when they blow up. Yeah, he's trying to get them in close and boom! That's a lot of farm going to MSS. Jeez. They do try to go on SVG, but Tide's TPing down to this bot lane now, so... Oh, do we have a rabbit? He doesn't actually have a mana. Oh, MSS slightly in trouble here. Oh, good Ravage. Just got a Ravage for him, apparently. Yeah, and keeps the Wisp alive. Oh, Rezo goes down in the mid lane, though, to the Moo rotation. Alright, so Moo making it work, as I think VGJ.Storm rotate a lot of heroes in there just for a Dark Willow at the end of the day, and a stack. And Complexity managing to get a kill with just 2. And a much more valuable kill at that. Yeah, the thing is, these two dire supports are really not very greedy, though. We talked about Complexity having 2 greedy supports last game in the Nature's Prophet and the Rubik. The VGJ.Storm this game, they're doing something completely different. They're going for the opposite end of the scale, it feels like. Well, let's have a look at net worth here, as we see the Lifestealer on top, and Luna and Resolution kind of battling out for second place as Chessie tries to get on the board. Yeah, Chessie TPs to the top lane as well. He wants nothing to do with this push in the bot lane. There's an avalanche and a toss onto Rezo, but look at Rezo just chasing Limp down here. He's got the ultimate, may just use it. There you go. Yeah. Jesus. Tiny just got his cheese grated there. That was horrendous. I'm surprised he's put 2 points in the Imprison on OD. I thought he would have put more points in all. He maybe even gone for like a 4-0-4, but... Oh. Go up to the top lane, chasing down SVG on the Disruptor. It's fine, it's only SVG, and they get this tier 1 in the bot lane as well. So the question is, are they going to TP top to defend, or are they just going to keep pushing this bot lane? My money's on pushing the bot lane. That's because the Helm of the Dom's on the Tide as well. They have these 2 catapults to work with. And MSS as well, able to keep them all tip-top and healthy and able to basically spam out mana as much as they like. So, this is going to be a very dangerous tower as Moo shows up. Yeah, Complexity aren't going to want to let this go though, so they're probably going to look to fight here, especially with Ravage being down for another 45. Stun out onto Yawar. I love that he didn't use Rage there. He knows he's not in any trouble, so no need to waste it for the Curse Crown. Oh, the relocates to top lane. Oh, they're going to top. Okay, trying to find Chessie here, and Chessie is very much dead. Yeah, that's all on the kinetic field there. Now they're going to come back. They don't have a Ravage, but they're still pretty scary. They know they need to kill MSS before they go for anybody else here. Stunned up, and Deep Reach as well. Song is available should they want to use it. Looks like they're holding on to it for now. It's Dark Willow trying to use a Terrorize. Nice job, catches 2. Doesn't catch the Wisp, however. But that doesn't matter. They will be able to bring down Snaking, maybe. MSS keeping him alive, but no. Both the Tide Hunter and the Wisp are going to drop, and now Yawar could be in trouble. He needs to invest in the catapult, I think, from Snaking, but it seems to be running an awfully long time, and in we get. Get me out. The question is, where is this creep going to go? And Moo's actually killing the enemy creep. Okay. Yawar does jump out, and He's just going to turn it around onto Mu, actually, but he's slowed up himself and really low on mana as well. He's got 17 charges on his wand.
Yeah, I love that they're fighting around their cores at the moment and letting SVG get level 6 in the top lane. He actually just hit it on that Disruptor, so that's going to be a huge pickup for them, especially if he can drop it on someone like the Naga or the Willow, stop them getting these really key spells off that they offer.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, Limped farming up. I mean, he's had a pretty horrible game so far, below Mu and Z-Freak on the money side of things. Looking for the Blink Dagger next, so basically kind of just going, well, you know, I'm going to do my best to do something in this game, and Blink is kind of that valuable item which is useful from, you know, minute 10 until minute 100.
There are those two really squishy heroes in the Whisper and Disruptor that he can just pick off as well, so
is under attack.
I think that's good. That's a good choice for him to just get that Blink online.
Yeah, that's true. So, let's take a step back here, right? What are these teams looking for? Win conditions. Talk to me.
So, I think Complexity really need to kind of just drag it out a while. The problem I see with that is they kind of only have this single core in the Luna against the dual core of the OD and Lifestealer. I think the BKB is going to be the biggest pickup for Luna. Question is, does she think she needs it early to be able to fight, or can she hold off as long as she can on this BKB to give herself a better chance of fighting in this late game scenario? Yeah,
and this does seem to be a similarity between this game and last game, where we had the Monkey King who had a lot of farm on him. He was leading up the net worth chart, but he was the only one in his team able to do anything. I think that was a tiny game as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And we're seeing a very similar story. Meanwhile, VGJ.Storm, they had 3 heroes who all had a decent amount of farm on them, and well, they haven't tied this game, so maybe a little bit less so. It doesn't quite fill the same role as the Underlord, but similar. And yeah, Complexity, can they deal with it this time though?
I'm just worried for Complexity that this Lifestealer has been fighting without spending any of his gold, because he's got almost got that relic online. He's only about 50 gold off, so when he gets all that radiance, it's going to be so hard for Complexity to try and fight into him. They've been struggling to kill him enough already.
Oh, there's a fear out on him as well. As Moose coming in, they're trying to take down the Lifestealer here. Bedlam is outraged, not available as the stun comes through. The Ravage, it's a little bit too late as they do take down Yuwal. Rest of VGJ.Storm coming in though. They actually take down Chessie with the relocate on the background. Resolution coming in, doing the damage and cleaning up shop as Sasuke gets taken down in one fatal blow from Resolution.
And this is what I mean with the dual core. Great, you've got enough damage to kill one hero. Doesn't matter. Rezo turns up and he's like, hello, I'm going to enter the game now and start trying to kill people.
Yep.
And he just completely wipes the floor with them. Has that 4-star. He's going straight for the Hurricane Pike, which I like. And I'd love to see him just go for a Hex straight after the Hurricane Pike and just really get involved with these fights and just blowing everybody up.
Yeah, absolutely. And MSS has been so good this game. I mean, this guy's been playing Wisp, I'm pretty sure. Just being there, you know, in the laning phase, we saw him making some crazy plays with the Tide Hunter.
Yep.
And now in the late game, he's using that relocate to the most of his ability to try and even taking the camp as well. Just big plays like that.
The problem I have with the Complexity draft the most here, MSS might be in trouble here in this top lane though.
Yeah, he was rolling in and...
Oh,
oh.
Did you see that?
I think I did, yeah.
I shouldn't laugh really, because it could happen to anybody, but that's a really unfortunate mistake for me. He tries to TP out after. He must have just had the wrong hotkey. I think he meant to earn him, but accidentally TP'd out instead.
Oh well. So sometimes you just got to TP, you know?
Yeah, and VGJ.Storm, they're just going to fight around the Tide again now. He has the Ravage online, and they're not scared of anything. Well, sorry, in 10 seconds anyway. We didn't talk about this. This Wisp Tide's actually a really interesting combination because of this high HP aura that the Helm of the Doth gives out. When you tether up to me on the Wisp, you're effectively giving the Tide double the HP regen. It makes him so much more tanky than he already is.
Yeah, it's a whole other tank, and Complexity, you know, they do have the I mean, I feel like this game, they do have the tools to bring down VGJ.Storm. You know, they don't. Last game, Wukong's just felt very underwhelming, but I feel like a good Eclipse, maybe get that to level 3 after a song with a setup on the Dark Willow, Bedlam going in there to take down one of the cores. I think with the right setup, Complexity can actually take a really big fight here.
But how do they kill the Tide before he gets the Ravage off?
Yeah, that's the big thing. They need to find a way to play around this Ravage. And I think Snaking is no longer at the point in the game where he can solo Ravage people, because he's always going to want that to be able to counter the song. But now there's a smoke out from Complexity, so they want to go for a kill here, possibly on this bottom lane, possibly onto Resolution. And Resolution is walking straight into this one. Wisp, how quick can you be with the TP out? He doesn't actually have it. Oh, he does have it because he used it. My bad. My bad. There he goes.
I think he is going to fall here though for his sacrifice.
He's going to go for the TP. He's actually bringing back Resolution.
SVG?
No, he's not.
Yeah, SVG thought about coming in.
Yeah.
But definitely not the play there.
No, that could have been violent. So
I was going to talk before, but when
like 4 beeps. Oh no.
When Moo went onto
Sweet
the
release of death.
Yeah, when Moo went onto Wisp in that top lane, I was going to say before, I'm quite a big fan of this Night Stalker off lane actually. I think it works really well. But usually what you do is you pick a 4 that can take over the lane farm, and when the Night Stalker goes and ganks at these nighttime situations, I feel like
SVG with a glimpse onto Z-Freak here. Z-Freak doesn't throw out the storm as the song just accepts the sweet release himself, just as the Wisp did before him. So sacrificial support is the name of the game.
SVG is going to be happy with that though. He's like, okay, cool, we've got to kill with the static. We've still got Ravage online, so they can't fight into us, and we're relatively happy to just keep farming away on this lifesteal until he gets the Radiance. I say that. Here we go. They've just picked it up online now.
Yep, and immediately we go into the Ancients, and with MSS here to help out as well. It's a slow but sure process, you know. He's not going to die here, so just keep on eating up those creeps. And oh, that one actually went to MSS. I like the ping out immediately from snaking there. And that one went to SVG as well.
Oh, look at that right click damage.
There we go, snaking gets one.
Bang, bang. Okay, so they have the Lifestealer Radiance now. I think they're going to probably look to invest in somebody here. Possibly the Tide. It doesn't have. They don't have like a really normal kind of like mobile ganking hero to partner with the Lifestealer, but they have this super strong 5-man, and you see what they're doing now, heading over to the Roche pit because they know that Complexity can't fight them.
All right, let's go take down the big guy. They say. Question is, Yawar, Aghanim Scepter next item, yes or no?
No.
All right.
They're actually not going into the Roche pit, so they think they need to push out their lanes instead.
Yeah.
They don't take it massively fast, do they? They have the Gush, but apart from that, you know, not really too much they can do to us. They do smoke up though, looking to try and find Limp in this bot lane.
I wonder if they'll be successful. Naga Illusion doesn't work this lane.
Oh, Z-Freak.
Z-Freak in the tree line. He's positioned well to avoid this one or get off the song maybe, but oh, look at that. SVG, no hesitation there to get him, catch him out, and he does take down the Naga. Yes, he does take down the Naga.
Yeah, even if he'd have popped the song there, he would have fallen to the Radiance.
Radiance was the final tick there. So, now into Roshan.
Lines drawn towards the top lane.
Okay.
They really just want to use this Ravage and take a 5-on-5 fight, and the other 2 lanes are pushed up relatively well now. You see that Complexity haven't really sent anybody to the other lanes to push them out, and Jesse just is like, yeah, I am out.
Nighttime has popped. Just get out of here.
He really needs this BKB, and I love that he's going for it now. Straight after the Yasha. I don't know how much it's going to help him, because I think they're just going to chase him down anyway, but if he doesn't get the BKB, I think they're just going to win in the next 5-10 minutes or so.
Well, so Limp, he's now got this Blink Dagger, and I was kind of hoping we'd see him jumping onto some heroes, but VGJ.Storm has been playing as 5, so it's been very difficult for him to actually make any use of this item.
Yeah. Feels like a repeat of last game, doesn't it, where this Tiny, they have this good catch that they want to go and just find all these pickoffs, but they just can't, because the problem is, even if the Tiny blinks in and finds somebody, the Wisp is probably going to be sitting behind them and just relocate them out anyway.
Yeah, unless it is the Wisp.
That's true.
But he's a very difficult hero to catch because he's always with a Qual. So.
And he's always just going to be hiding in these really difficult places to, you know, all these nooks and crannies and things in the tree lines. And oh, I thought there was a fight. Never mind. Nope. There's actually a Manta style going coming out for the Lifestealer next. Really good, obviously against this Night Stalker, even the Willow as well. The only way he really dies this game is through the Night Stalker silence. So if he can get that off of him, then nothing to worry about.
Well, Moot is going for the Spirit Vessel as well. Do we have any other interesting items in this game? Let us take a little look to see what people are building. Of course, Yasha out on the Luna going for the Surge and Yasha, which I believe you mentioned briefly earlier. Medallion out on Naga Siren, no surprises there. And doesn't look to be going for the Meteor Hammer. Oh no, it's actually going for the Meteor Hammer. Got it queued up. Okay, so not choosing to go for the Solar Crush, which I actually really would have liked to see.
Yeah.
Just counter the Lifestealer's evasion with your own bit of evasion.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen it as well, I think, especially like against the OD, who doesn't really want to be building that MKB at this point in the game.
Yeah, and OD's got a Hurricane Pike and...
got a BKB coming out on the Courier as well, so this is go time for them, I think, with this early BKB on the OD.
Yeah. Just jumping back to the Meteor Hammer point as well, you know, if she gets the song and the setup with a Meteor Hammer, Lifestealer's just going to rage and OD's just going to Hurricane Pike and she's not actually going to land that on anyone. Yeah,
having these BKBs against the Luna though, and the Naga as well, and the Willow, there's not really much physical damage from Complexity at the moment.
Yeah, so Rage and BKB or Hurricane Pike, either one. Resolution's now got 2 options to avoid that, and I just feel like the Hurricane Pike is just not the option this game. It's still going for all the same. Gives them some pushing power as well, which they're not really lacking.
Complexity smoke up here, but if they get SVG, is it really worth it? He's doing a really good job. He knows they're all missing, and everyone VGJ are holding this top side of the map really well. So he knows Complexity going to be on the south side, so he hides towards this top hand side of the tower.
This is just SVG, like, you know, absolute game knowledge coming into play here.
Yeah.
This guy's been around for so long. You know, he's a relic, and he's been playing competitive or helping out.
Oh, Moo nearly got the dire curry there, but doesn't quite finish it off before the glyph.
Yeah, SVG, been around a long time, a lot of experience on this guy. He's a veteran, so there's parts like that where it's just simply your experience coming into play as they go onto the Dark Willow here. I think pretty interested in this, but not interested enough to jump into the base.
They just want to get this tier 2 tower. There's no reason for them to try and initiate the fight.
Yep.
Why not just hit the objectives and just let them come to you? Because if they don't, free tower, doesn't matter.
Mag Illusions being sent in as fodder. Really going to do a whole lot except reduce some armor. And the tower will go down. Meanwhile, Luna in the middle lane trying to push out this mid tier 1. But the TP backs immediately from Rezo here, and that is not a hero which Luna can fight. Qual going to be caught between many heroes as a Terrorize is actually put onto him here. Now the Bramble Mace as well, just to keep him still. Chessie coming in, thinking of doing some damage. Meanwhile, SVG is blown up by Limp. That's what we like to see from him. Blinking in, getting a kill on the support, and this is all of a sudden looking like a half-decent fight. Disruptor just buys back with the new net worth gold. It's not that bad.
Oh, well, good stomp onto Moo actually on the Night Stalker. Oh, he does take over for the Centaur on...
Oh yeah, he's got a Helm of the Dominator of his own. This is my creep now.
Yeah.
You're going to stun me with it.
I like this buyback from SVG.
But snaking, he's got the Ravage and he's just trying to threaten as much as he can, but they bait out the BKB, in fact. Song being used. Eclipse just completely fluffed there. Oh my god. And the BKB. Full duration BKB and Eclipse just completely wasted inside the Song. That was nothing short of bad.
It was a really good idea though. They slept while the Lifestealers raged and they didn't put them down, and while everybody else was set, they really wanted to just focus him down, but they didn't just quite have the damage before he fell out of rage and fell to sleep. So, and that's the Luna down, the Luna BKB down.
BKB and Eclipse, and VGJ.Storm can't believe their luck.
Yeah.
I think that was actually looking like a good fight for Complexity. But
it was. And I think VGJ.Storm can just walk into the Roach Pit now. They know that the Luna BKB is down, the Eclipse is down, the Song's down, Terrorize is down.
And just as if that wasn't enough, here's a double damage Lifestealer. Go mad.
They don't have a medallion on anybody, so, but they do have the Gush, so they've got a budget medallion.
Dear me. Well, going into the Roach Pit, and unsurprisingly, there's not going to be any contest here.
Yeah, there's no way they can fight into them. The Terrorize might be a possibility, but it's so difficult to try and pull off.
And can we just talk about the vision game here? I mean, look at the Dire. They've got 3 Observer wards all over that middle lane. They're very clear on what they want to do this game.
Yeah, I mean, they've got all the tier 2s now, so what's going to happen is they're basically just going to try and shut Complexity out the map.
Yep, and those wards will help that so much.
Oh, they get the glimpse!
SVG, the range on that is absolutely insane. Moo trying to get away here, running through the tree line. The catapult going to find him out, though. Oh no, that's his own catapult, my bad, but it does lead them in the right direction as Resolution does take him down.
That's a free hit for Resolution there from that kill.
Yep. MS.
Oh, the Ravage in the mid lane with a relocate.
MSS come in. They are looking to take down Chessie. They will be successful in doing that. MSS with the relocate plays. He had no health there. I literally thought he was relocating back to base. It's going to bring back Rezo with him. No, it's not. Stay, little Rezo. Do your job. Actually, Saska's waiting.
Gets him with the Bedlam. What a snipe.
Always ready.
Oh, he's gonna static storm the Dark Willow though, but he does Shadow Realm and TP out. Oh, mid lane. Oh, okay.
Well, roots up onto the Lifestealer, but he's just going to sit down and be happy.
But like, Deluna used the BKB, and she's dead. Even still, she went for the SMY to try and tank up, and it just didn't do enough.
She just doesn't do enough this game, I think it's bottom lane. And Saxa doing his best to try and chase away VGJ.Storm, but it's just not quite working.
Yeah, the tower does fall as well. Oh, the Infest onto the Tide as well to make sure he doesn't get picked off. Really nice from the Uada.
Definitely.
Does have the Manta coming out on the courier as well, I think. So.
Yeah. So the Manta, I'm guessing that's to break the root from Dark Willow and the silence from the Light Stalker.
Yeah, right? Definitely. Look at Rezo, by the way. All those null talismans. back in his backpack now.
Yeah.
Oh, the fight.
Snaking could be in trouble here as out pops Yawar going on to Jesse straight away. Eclipse is being used, but once again just landing on no one as the BKBs are out. Resolution able to back out now. The sleep. What have they got to set up with here? Limp is ready. They have the terrorize. Lands it very nicely. Can they take down Yawar whilst he is vulnerable? He has got his Aegis, don't forget, so it won't be the end of him as they actually get a beautiful kinetic field. SVG does pay with his life, but Yawar will be able to take down Chessie with this play. Now Sasuke trying to get away, but MSS poops him down with his little bloops of fun, and Yawar just kills well, sweeps up these creeps in the middle lane, looking to push as hard as they can.
Which bleep on the chat wheel is he going to do now? That's the question.
I would expect happy bleeps from that.
Yeah, Complexity just don't have the damage in these fights to deal with the heroes when they BKB.
Yeah.
Like, the Luna throws out the Eclipse, but OD's BKB, Lifestealer's raged. How are they supposed to kill them?
It's just too far behind. I mean, they need the miracle play. They need to get the perfect setup with the perfect song into Bramble Maze. If they're all standing in the exact locations for Bramble Maze, then yeah, that could be funny, but I still don't think it matters. They've got the BKBs and everything, so...
Melee Rex goes down.
Meme plays wouldn't work. Move. Oh, throwing in the tide, in fact.
Is that how you want to focus, though?
Yep, possibly not, as Limp gets taken down by the rest of VGJ.Storm, and the rest of Complexity just can't take down Snaking.
And the Ravage is online again.
Once again. Yep, and it becomes an incredibly just horrible prospect to fight VGJ.Storm right now. They still have this Aegis, although how much longer for? They've got it for an Aegis actually, as the Resolution drops the bomb. It doesn't really do a whole lot. Moo gets taken down. There's a Ravage coming out, and Chessie being taken down by the Lifestealer Yawar. Can he do it? He's actually going to try and chase roll the way back into base. Doesn't kill him, as SVG does get the kill onto Limp actually. On the back, Moo, one more hit, doesn't land. Yes, it does. Resolution, wicked sick, and they're just killing them outside of their own base. They suddenly remember that they probably should go back and take these rags. SVG was also
my word.
Astral before the kinetic field comes out.
76 stolen ints. 76.
Yeah, that is a whole lot of it. I'll tell you that much for free. As the Willow gets back to base, or gets back about 8 meters.
Flips back Z-Freak.
Z-Freak is down. VGJ.Storm just farming the heroes on the side of Complexity. This is getting difficult to watch. GG is called by Limp. The humanity is ended. Jesus. That was unexpected.
What a shutdown in those two games. 25 minutes for the first game, 29 minutes for the second game. And VGJ.Storm are flexing their muscles here. Everyone's thinking, oh, our Rezo and you are going to work together. And they just rock.